What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing a tier list in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM, lads. And this is going to be a tier list of the best point guards in the game. So just to stop any confusion, we're only going to be going primary point guards. We're not going to be putting secondary point guards in there, so no Donovan Mitchell. I can't even think of who else there's going to be, but it just stops confusion. It's for no other reason. But anyway, now let's get on to it. So, post Evo Jerry West. I'm going to put him in usable but meh, because Jerry West can still defend at an elite rate. He's still a really good shooter. He still has the worst dribble style in the game. So, like, I can't justify putting him above that tier. Post Evo Mike Bibby. Post Evo Mike Bibby is a better offensive player than Jerry West, because he can create a little bit more, but isn't even like on the same stratosphere defensively. So, yeah. And we got Scary Terry. Scary Terry's gotta be... I don't know whether I'm gonna put him in elite or whether I'm gonna put him in good in like at the end of this all. I'm not sure which he's gonna be, to be honest, but he'll be in one of those two tiers. The guy is really, really good. Caruso. I don't know whether, like, both of these guys are at a similar level. They're kind of hovering. Like, you could probably argue these guys, and these are two guys that might get moved up a tier by the end of this list. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. I like those guys. Oh, Baron Davis stinks. Like, I strongly disliked Baron Davis when he first came out. I think I had him as like the 8th best point guard in the game when he came out. And he can't really move. He doesn't really shoot well. He's not great. I'm going to put Jennings in usable, but meh. Jennings isn't that bad. Like, people talk about Jennings like he's Trae Young. Like, I'm sorry. That's the way people talk about Brandon Jennings. They talk about him like he's freaking Trae Young. Like, he's not that bad. He's not the greatest player in the world, but he's not Trae Young bad. Cade's still going into elite. He's not a top 5 point guard in the game anymore, which is what I'm going to define being in that S tier as is a top 5 point guard. He's not quite top 5 anymore, but he's easily top 10. CP3, look, he's too little. He's too little to go any higher than this. He's not unusably bad. But, like, would I take him or Caruso? I think most people would take Caruso over him. And that's not a knock on Chris Paul. It's just the way the game is played this year. Dame. I'm actually going to say Dame is worse than Baron Davis. I think Dame is a trash can. He clearly took the piss while he was being motion capped, because the guy cannot sprint. He acts like he plays like he pulls... Like, when he tries to burst, he looks like he pulls his hamstring after he bursts. It's horrendous. Garland's probably going to be the best. I'm going to put Garland in good. Because Garland can just cook. But to be fair, so can Jennings. Oh, I think Garland is dangerous. In the right hands, Garland is one of the most dangerous point guards in the game. So, I'm going to put him there. Like, Garland is just like a way better... He's just not that good, is he, in this game? De'Aaron into elite. Probably low end of elite. He might get dropped down to good. De'Aaron's got that quick release. He's got the really nice ball handling. It's not like he's the fastest moving player in the game or anything. Even though he is ratings one of the fastest, he's still pretty good. DSJ, I'll put in usable, but meh. DSJ is fine. He's absolutely fine. If you're a budget player, he's completely fine. I would still probably use Simons over him, who will be on my shooting guard tier list tomorrow. But like, that's the only word that I can use to describe DSJ, is he is fine. He can kind of shoot, he can kind of dunk. Or he can kind of shoot, he can dunk really well. Darren, with the guys I have in usable, meh, Darren's going to worthless. Darren has one specific thing that he's good for. He's got all the passing badges, so if you want to just cheese challenges offline with low 3-point ratings. Darren Williams for the it was the guy that... I never completed Steven Adams challenge, but I know Darren Williams would have helped a ton with that challenge because of all his badges. If you ever need to shoot with someone with a low 3-point rating, Darren Williams is great to have, but other than that, nah. I'm going to put Rose in good as well. Definitely at the top end of good. His player build, he doesn't play defense. Player build isn't the greatest. Like, there are definite flaws to Derrick Rose. He's not a bad card, though. Peyton. I'm with Peyton in elite, the lowest end of elite. Good shooter, good ball handler. Again, his flaws, he has flaws, but like, it's just that he's not suited to the meta. He's still brilliant. I'm going to put Gilbert in the lower end of... I'm going to move Derrick Rose up to good. I'm going to put Gilbert in good as well. Guy is solid. Isaiah Thomas, he moves really fast. I'm sorry, but you got to go unusable. Meh. Brunson, I don't mind Jalen Brunson, but he's not as good as any of these guys in usable. Meh. He has to go into worthless. Like, I had a lot of fun using Brunson, and I still do a lot of the time when I use Brunson. Like, if there are situations where I'll just get bored and I'll throw Brunson in for a game, and he's always been good. So, I'm going to put him there. Ja. Now, I got to put Ja on where... I think he's slightly worse than Derrick Rose. I understand where the Ja hype came from. I don't think he's as good as Derrick Rose. I think you can maybe argue he's better than D-Rose. Move D-Rose back down a tier. Kid. I'm going to put Kid because he can't dunk. I'm going to only put him in good, but he's a really good defender. And his jump shot's actually nice this year. A lot of people were very, very hyped for Kid when that guy came out. And I can see why. The guy is a freaking beast. Then we got Lynn. Lowest end of good. J. Cole, if you're playing offline, he's usable meh, but because he's an offline only card, he's in worthless. He's as worthless as they come because of that. John Wall, elite. Absolutely elite for John Wall. The guy is that dude. Like, he's better than he's as good as John Wall from last year. And this time last year, people were talking about John Wall being the best point guard in the game. Like, that's how good he is. But it's just obviously we got so many god tier point guards. Grand Theft Alvarado, that release puts him in worthless. I'm sorry, it does. I can't put him higher than that. Kemba's inusable, meh. Kemba just can't dunk. Kemba's like fluidity is crazy. He's got that like, he's almost got that tiny Archibald / Stephon Marbury fluidity. But Kemba's shot is nice. He just can't dunk. Really nice defender though. Wait, do I have Marbury in here? Stephon Marbury is not on this list, but Stephon Marbury, by the way, would be in S. I would have Stephon Marbury up in S. I'm such a huge fan of that. Yeah, no, he's there. He's there. Let me just move him up to S for now. He's like my favorite point guard in the game. But he is objectively the number 5 point guard in this game. Like, he is the number 5. The top 4, I think, are like no-brainers. Like, the 4 guys that I'm going to have in S tier are like the most no-brainers of any tier. It's just whoever that 5th guy is. I think it's Stephon Marbury. Some people will disagree with me. Kevin Johnson, he's probably between these 2 tiers. But it's just Kevin Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm not like hyping up Kevin Johnson. But yeah, so while I've been doing this, I've been AFKing games of... While I've been doing this here, I've been AFKing games of Clutch Time Offline. And I just clicked on the wrong button there. I got Pink Diamond Brook Lopez on my No Money Spent account. So yeah, that's going to be kind of a crazy little cameo in the No Money Spent video. Pink Diamond Brook Lopez, we ended up getting him from our very first game, or from our very first game of TT Offline. Or say not TT Offline, Clutch Time Offline, which is mad. But yeah, that's my center sorter for that series. But then we have got Kyle Lowry. I'm going to put Kyle Lowry into good. He's just a little bit undersized. But Kyle Lowry, I don't know why I'm talking about him being an elite. Kyle Lowry is definitely better than some... No, he's got to go into usable meh. Kyrie Irving is good. But Kyrie Irving. Kyle Lowry is good. Kyrie Irving's not good. Like, Kyrie Irving is objectively worse than all of these guys in usable meh. He is. He's worse than them all. So I gotta put him. He's the best player in worthless, but he's in worthless. Then we have got 3 in a row up here into S tier. 3 of the no-brainers, like the 2 Ball brothers, no-brainers, and then also the Magic is a no-brainer. They're just too big. They're just too big, and unlike Kay Cunningham, where you can't really do much, these guys can do everything. Magic can post you up. LaMelo has got the SIGs. Lonzo Ball's the best defender of the 3. Like, they are 3 perfect guys to run at that point guard position. And, you know, if I included shooting guards, I would probably round off my S tier with Sean Livingston's Evo. That's who I probably round that S tier with, but we don't. So the 5th guy is going to be Marbury. Actually, you know what? Because our 4-point guard's so much better than the rest, I'm not even going to put 5 in it. Penny Hardaway is going to go up into S tier. So it's just going to be these 4. These 4 are significantly better than all the other point guards in the game. Like, there is a massive gap between these guys. And, like, fair enough, Marbury's cheap, but, like, the gap between these guys here and, like, the, and anyone in this elite player tier is bigger than the gap between, like, De'Aaron. The gap between De'Aaron and D-Rose is so small. I'm going to move De'Aaron down 1. But, like, yeah, I'm actually going to put Magic in elite. He's just tall. It's just the way the game's played this year. Magic is perfect for that. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's going in good. Very, very comparable to Jason Kidd. There's a reason why in first quals in Season 1 we saw probably 30-40% of teams of like really good players that were qualify with Marcus Smart. He was just effective. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiny. I'm sorry, Tiny. If I've got Kyrie down here, I like Tiny Archibald. I gotta use this guy for quite a while. He is an effective player. He's the fastest player. He was the fastest player in the game till Stephon Marbury. He probably is faster than Stephon. But if Kyrie's down and worthless, he's going into worthless. I'm gonna put Maravich at the end of usable of good. I really like Pistol Pete. He's been my guy. I've used him in my squads for quite a bit. It's just he's not clearly an elite player. He's not bad. Rubio's not terrible. I don't think Rubio's great, but like Rubio is a perfectly fine player in my team. Westbrook though, in elite. He just has that something extra above like a Rose or a Ja. And like as time's gone on, nobody's really running their Rose anymore unless it's Meech's like 38 Hall of Fame badge Rose or however many he has on him. But a lot of people are still running Westbrook. Westbrook wouldn't make my team because I'm running Magic Johnson. I'm running Magic Johnson, Sean Livingston, and Stephon Marbury as my 3-point guards. And like those guys are, and it's even Diamond Magic, just the way I play doesn't really suit Westbrook too much. Because I got Livingston, I prefer Marbury to Westbrook. It's only spot for one small point guard. But really good player. Steph. Look, because Steph is the most with takeover. So like if you have Steph Curry in your team and you see your team getting team takeover and you sub Steph on, he's still the most dangerous player in the game. But that's kind of it. He's like a very much a heat check guy. You put him on, you take you put him on for 3 minutes in a game, you take 5 shots with him in those 3 minutes and he doesn't play again. He's a liability when played in long spurts, but in short spurts, he can be an X factor in a game. For that reason, he's good, but you'll never see a high-level player running Steph Curry. At this stage here anyway. Steve Francis, low end of good. Him, Jeremy Lin are probably similar enough, but he's going to go low. I'm going to put Steve Nash in a high usable but meh. No, let's put him low good as well. High usable but meh for Tim Hardaway. What am I talking about? I don't care about his half badge. Put him in mid usable but meh. I still think that's the right tier for him. Tony Parker, oh, get your ass into worthless. You stink. And Trae Young, get your ass into worthless. You are an absolute trash can. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. This guy is a freaking trash can. And he belongs in worthless tier. He belongs down here at the bottom. So we need probably a little bit more symmetry. A couple more players into elite. And maybe one off worthless. The best player in worthless here. I hate that I'm saying it though. It is Trae Young. So he's going to go up. From this tier, I got to get 3 guys up. And I'm going to put Rose up, Ja up. And last spot going to De'Aaron. And then we got to get... Oh no, we don't need to bring him up. We need to bring another person down. Sorry. Trae Young go down. We can't get our symmetry up. We'll keep 4 of these guys up here. I'm going to go like this. Trae Young is by far the best player in worthless here, but he's also still is absolutely worthless. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. The gap between these 4 point guards and anyone in elite is probably bigger than the gap between elite and like freaking low usable meh. Like that is how good those 4 point guards are. And the rest, you could definitely argue Trae Young up a tier. I just hate that card. Trae Young offers nothing anymore because the Trae fade doesn't get the separation it did last year. He doesn't play defense. He's undersized. He can't dunk the ball. And his release is just not good. And like the fact that my gameplay with him made him look like a scrub, and I watched Ty's gameplay, and my gameplay looked like Splash gameplay compared to how Ty looked with him. Ty looked even worse with this guy. But yeah, that is my tier list. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.